Allowing the breath to flow and noticing how your breath feels as the inhales are coming in and the exhales are going out. First part of any class I teach is this mindfulness, paying attention to the breath, mindful breathing, connecting to the breath, deepening the breath. And start to move into a belly breath, a deep abdominal breath. So you can relax your abdominals. As you inhale, breathe down deep into the lungs, feel the belly expanding. And exhale all the way out. Very gently draw the belly in. Again, inhale, relaxing the abdominal muscles so the belly expands as you breathe in. And then breathing all the way out. So just breathing nice, slow, deep breaths. One of the foundational pranayama techniques, really important one. Allowing the breath to go all the way down into the lungs. It does take practice, especially if you tend to be a chest breather. It can take a little bit of time to learn to let go and to deepen the breath and to bring it down into the lungs. Before we begin our asana practice today, the physical practice, always remember that this is your practice. Listen to your body. If something I'm teaching doesn't feel like something that's right for you today, don't do it. It's okay to modify. It's okay to skip something and simply stand and breathe or sit and breathe. Always honor your body. Now let's take this into a 3-part breath, a complete breath. So as you inhale, expand the belly, keep breathing in as the ribs expand, keep breathing in as the chest lifts. And then exhaling all the way out, belly, ribs, chest. Inhale, relax the abdominals, breathing down deep, belly expands, ribs expand, chest lifts. And as you exhale, you can draw the belly in just very gently. The belly comes in, the ribs come in, the chest lowers. And just keep going with this 3-part breath. Another foundational pranayama technique. This one takes a little more practice than the belly breath. So the belly breath is the first place we start. And then we move towards 3-part breathing. So if you're struggling with it, it's okay. You can either keep trying it or you can just let it go and go back to the belly breath for now. We want to make sure that we never get to a point in our practice where something is frustrating for us. We just accept what our body's willing to do rather than becoming frustrated by it. So coming into class with no expectations and just be willing to explore. We're going to continue this belly breath for a little bit. And if you want to, I'm going to give you the option to get your feet moving, first of all, and then to get the arms moving as well. This is just optional. So if you'd like to join me for this, as you inhale, point your toes, bring the breath all the way down and then all the way up. And as you exhale, press the heels, breathe all the way out. Inhale, point your toes, the breath comes down into the lungs and then all the way up into the chest. And then exhale, press the heels, breathing all the way out. So inhale, pointing the toes, it lengthens the front of your body, so you can bring a little more inhale in. And then as you exhale and press the heels, you're shortening the front body, the belly will draw in a little bit, you can expel a bit more breath. So this simple foot movement enhances this 3-part breathing. So we still want to work with the 3-part breath here, the belly, ribs, chest, and then belly, ribs, chest on the exhale. If you'd like to add your arms, go ahead. So as you inhale and point your toes, the arms go overhead. And as you exhale and press the heels, the arms come down by your sides. Inhale, pointing the toes, arms go overhead. And then exhale to press the heels, arms down by the sides. So adding the arms now, we're getting a little more opening into the chest, into the upper body. Getting a little more inhale in. So this is an excellent practice for waking yourself up, oxygenating the body, and getting the circulation going a bit more too, just with this simple movement of the arms and the feet. Just by pointing and flexing your feet, you're warming up the muscles, the major muscles of the legs, the quads, the hamstrings. Warming up the joints, getting the shoulders going. There's lots going on here in this seemingly simple practice. Something you can do at home in the morning just to wake yourself up if you like. And again, good for your circulation and just for bringing a little more oxygen and energy in. Finish the breath you're doing now and then do one more full round. And once you've finished, you can just relax, take your time, no rush. And just notice how you feel. Maybe you feel a little more awake. Now bend your knees, bring your feet to the mat. Take your arms out to the sides. Place your left ankle on your right knee. You can inhale. And as you exhale, use your left foot to bring your knee over toward the left. So and twist, nice twist for the lower back. And bring your legs up. So you can simply stay right here. You can even place your left hand on your left leg and just encourage the leg to open a little more. Or you can bring your legs into your chest if you like. Holding on to the shin or the back of the leg, just make sure your neck does not feel strained in any way here. Take your right foot to the floor. If you've lifted it, arms open to the sides once again. Take an inhale. As you exhale, now start rolling to the outside edge of your right foot. Let your legs slowly go right. So you're pointing or aiming the left foot toward the floor. It's okay if it doesn't make it to the floor. And you're trying to press the knee away from you a little bit here. So this can get into the piriformis. The legs are still in the same position, but the two twists we've done are very different twists. They both do something entirely different. And you can slowly bring your legs back up, take your time. Bring your left knee into your chest. I just want to circle the knee or rock a little bit. Move the knee, move the hip joint. Take your left foot to the mat. Right ankle onto the left knee, arms open, inhale. As you exhale, the knees go right. The right foot is bringing the right knee over. So now this twist, again, is good for the lower back. We're still getting hips here too, but a really nice one for the lower back. You can bring your legs up. So option to stay right here, or you can again place your right hand on your leg and maybe just encourage it to open a little more, or you can bring your legs into your chest. Your left foot to the mat, so your legs will stay in the same shape. Arms go back open to the sides. Inhale. On your exhale, roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Legs go to the left, aiming the right foot toward the floor. And then trying to press the right knee away from you. Bring your legs up, your knee into your chest. Maybe just move it around a little bit. Something the hip joint, whatever you'd like to do. Rocking side to side or make a circular motion. Taking your right foot to the mat. Take both knees into your chest. Put your knees in. Extend your legs straight up to the ceiling as much as you're able to. Hands to the backs of your legs, flex your feet. Bring your legs a bit closer. So not a very, I don't go too deep into this. I'm just warming up a little bit here, just getting the hamstrings. Take your feet to the mat. Extend your right leg. Keep your left foot on the floor. Take your right arm overhead and just stretch the right side of your body. So press the heel forward, reach through the right hand. Bend the right knee, lower the right arm. Straighten your left leg, left arm overhead. Stretch the left side of your body. Bend the left knee, lower your left arm. And extend both legs. Arms overhead if that feels okay for you, and just stretch the whole body. And bend your knees, take your knees back into your chest. Rocking if you like. And cross your right ankle over. Take your feet to the mat. And just let the knees open. So it's like a cross-legged position on your back. The right ankle in front. Arms can be wherever you like. They can go overhead, they can go to the sides, you can come to cactus arms. If you take them overhead, you get a little more into the shoulders and chest. Bring your knees up, bring your legs back into your chest. Cross your left ankle over. Feet to the mat. And let the knees open. Your legs up, take your legs back into your chest. Uncross your legs if they're still crossed. Knees together, hands on the knees, just circle a few times clockwise. And counterclockwise. And you can take your feet to the mat and roll onto your side. Stay on your side for a moment. And you can come up to seated. So sitting cross-legged, if that's okay for you. If not, you can choose any other position that you like. So we'll come into a side bend. You can either have your hands to the sides or you can take your left hand behind your back. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, slide the right hand out and then just roll the shoulder back. So you can keep your left hand on your hip here, or it can go behind your back if you like. So taking the shoulder back, opening the chest toward the ceiling. You can look up only if that's okay for your neck. And then coming up, if your hand is behind your back, you might like to hold your wrist and just take your arms a little to the left or to the right and then tilt your head. So you don't have to have the arms there. They can be to the sides. It's totally fine. Just tilting the head to the right, getting a little stretch down the left side of the neck. And then straighten out. Right hand can be behind your back or onto the hip. Take an inhale. As you exhale, sliding out to the right, open up the chest. Coming up, option to hold on to the right wrist. Take your arms a little to the left and tilt your head, or you can just have fingertips out to the sides. And straighten out and just switch your legs if you're sitting cross-legged. So option to go a little further, or you can do the same thing that you just did. So this time, if you like, the arm can go up on an inhale and over on an exhale. See if you can extend the top arm so it's quite active. If that bothers your shoulder, go ahead and bend the elbow, or you can just take your hand to your hip instead. But if it's lifted, reach through the fingertips if you can. You can gaze up once again if that feels okay for the neck. And then coming up on an inhale, if your arm is lifted, reach up. And then as you exhale, just tilt your head over. Now this time, if you like, you can rest your left hand on the side of your head. And straighten out. We'll go the other way. Inhale the right arm up if you're going there. And exhale, reach over. Breathe. Feel the breath expanding the right side. And coming up on an inhale. As you exhale, tilt your head over. And straighten out. Take your legs out in front. The legs are straight. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, just soften and round forward. This is just for your back. Just relaxing the back. And then coming up, bring your feet to the mat. As you inhale, lift your heart. As you exhale, round your back. So seated cat-cow. Inhale to lift the heart. And exhale to round. Let's do that a few more times. This can also be done from a cross-leg position instead, if you like. And then just come up and bring your feet together. We'll come into bound angle. Your feet in as close as you can. Take an inhale. As you exhale, come forward with a long spine. And just hold here and breathe. And coming up, and your knees in, extend your left leg. Right foot can stay on the inside or you can cross it over if you like. Right hand back behind you, take an inhale, and as you exhale, twist. Come to the center and just switch over. And on the left knee, take an inhale and exhale. Twist. And come into center. So we're going to come into awakening the spine, which is a back bend down from child's pose. If child's pose is not suitable for you, you can come onto your belly and do cobra, or you can come onto your back and do bridge pose. They're both back bends. So just choose where you'd like to go with this next one. So either into child's pose or to the belly or onto your back for a bridge. And I think all of you know cobra and bridge, so you can choose where you'd like to go there. If you're coming into child's pose, make sure your feet are not close, not right together. You want them about hip distance apart. Arms down by your sides with the backs of your hands on the floor. And on your next inhale, come up onto our knees, lift the heart. If you're doing cobra, you'll do the same thing with the breath. Inhale to lift up, and then exhale to come back down. Inhale, so whether you're on the belly, on your back, or you're doing awakening the spine, you're still doing the same thing, coming into a back bend on the inhale, and then releasing on the exhale. Keep going, inhale. Exhale. Inhale again, coming up. Exhale. Let's do two more. And then just stay on the belly or on your back or in child's pose. Stay in a neutral position. Awakening the spine is also a great way to energize, oxygenate. And then we'll just come forward onto the belly. You can bend your right elbow, left arm down by your side. Turn your head right and slide the right knee towards your elbow. And just relax. So half frog, it's a nice opening for the hip and also a little bit of release for the lower back. I'll just switch over. Straighten out the right side, bend your left elbow, bend your left knee, turn your head to the left, relax. All right, straighten out. Take your hands under your forehead, bend your knees, windshield wiper your legs. Your legs to the mat. So you can either stay there on the belly for a moment, or you can push yourself up to your knees and come back into child's pose, so you choose. Coming into whatever position feels restful for you. Making your way to standing any way that you like. You can come through down dog, or you can get there any way that makes sense for you. If you're coming into down dog, you can just stay for a moment there if you like. And just coming to the top of your mat, whatever position you're in, and slowly making your way up. Coming into Tadasana. Feet hip distance apart. Shoulders up and back and down. Standing tall, you can close your eyes here if you're comfortable. Lift your heart. Notice your posture. Chest is lifted. Shoulders are back and down. Notice your feet. Notice if you feel you're well grounded in your feet. So ideally, you want to be pressing into the big toe mound, the little toe mound, and then both sides of the heel. We want equal pressure in both feet. So it's a strong active pose. We're not just hanging out here. Your feet are pressing down. We don't want to lock the knees, but you want to press your feet into the floor. You can keep your feet hip distance, or if you like, you can take them a little bit wider, depending on how this feels for you. So thumbs into the hip crease. This is called giraffe. So take an inhale. And as you exhale, come forward just to a flat back. So you're folding over your thumbs. Your thumbs are there just so you can make sure you're hinging at the hips. So you're folding over the thumbs. So you're just at a flat back position right now. Take an inhale. Then as you exhale, keep coming forward, reaching your chest forward, slide your hands down the backs of your legs. And then inhale, come up a little bit, lift your heart. And then exhale, come back in, sliding your hands once again down the backs of the legs. Inhale, lengthen, lift the heart. And exhale, come forward. So it's just this movement with the breath. Inhale to come up a little bit, lengthen. And exhale to deepen. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, deepen. One more time. And exhale. And then bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, come halfway. Hold there for your exhale. And then come all the way up on an inhale. The arms can go overhead if you like. And exhale, hands to your heart. Just take a breath or two here. Take your arms down by your sides. Inhale, reaching up through the right side. And exhale, release. So I'm just stretching, lengthening through the side bodies. You're not coming over, you're just reaching up. Inhale, and exhale. Reaching up through the right side. Exhale down. Left arm. Exhale. Inhale, reach up through the right side. And as you exhale now, we'll come over. Breath. And inhale to come up. And exhale. So that's what we want to do before we go into side bends. We want to lengthen first. So inhale, reach up and lengthen the side body. And then exhale into the bend. Hold. And coming up, inhale. And exhale. So you can do that same thing with the right arm and then the left arm, or we can do both arms now. Inhale, reach up, lengthen. And exhale to the left. Take a breath. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, release. So if you were just doing one arm, do the other arm this time. If you're doing both, inhale both arms up and lengthen, but don't take your shoulders up. And then exhale, come over. Take a breath. Inhale, straighten. And exhale, release. Lift your shoulders up, inhale. Shoulders down, exhale. Just pause for a moment. Hands to hips. Shift your weight into your left foot, lift your right heel, and bring the right knee up. Right foot down, slowly shift over, lift the heel, and bring the knee up. Keep the toes down if you need to. Take it down, shift your weight into your left foot, and move it up. So you can do the same thing again, or this time if you'd like, you can bring your hands around your leg. And take the right foot down slowly, moving slowly, shifting into the right foot, lifting the left knee. Hold it there if you like, or hands come to the leg. Take it down, slowly shift. To the right heel, the right knee, hands to the leg if you like. And this time, if you'd like more, you can bring your chin towards your hand. Coming up, slowly shifting, reaching up. Stay there if you want to. You can hold the leg. And if you want to, from here, the chin can come toward the knee. Switch, and then straighten, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift your heart, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale to come up. And exhale, hands to your heart. Take a couple breaths here. Start shifting into your left foot once again. Lift the right heel. Knees, and it'll be a different option this time. You can either hold the knee or you can hold your foot. And bring the knee back under one. And release. Shifting into the right foot, lifting the left heel, lift the knee. So you're welcome just to stay right there, or you can reach for your foot. Foot faces forward, the knee comes back. It's like a happy baby type of thing. And then release, inhale, and exhale. Lift your heart, inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. And then coming up, inhale. And hands to your heart, exhale. A couple of breaths here. Take your hands to your hips. Take your feet about shoulder distance, just a little bit wider. Take an inhale. As you exhale, come forward a little bit and then breathe naturally. Go to the right, to the back, to the left, forward, and up. So it's a very small movement to start with, and then we'll do mid-range, and then we'll do the full range. So inhale, exhale, come a little further, and then just breathe as you go to the right, to the back, to the left, forward, and up. Full range of motion, inhale. Exhale, forward as far as you're able to go, and over to the right, to the back, and go further, to the left, and then forward, and up. Go the other direction now, inhale. Exhale, small range of motion. So to the left, to the back, to the right, forward, and up. Now your mid-range, inhale. Exhale, forward a little bit more, to the left, a little further back, to the right, forward, and up. Full range of motion, inhale. Exhale as far forward as you can go, and circling to the left, a little bit further to the back, to the right, and forward, and then come up. Good for mobility in the hips and the spine. Also gives you a little stretch in your legs. Give your legs a stretch or shake. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Pause for a moment. Do a series with pyramid pose. So the right foot forward, left foot back, a couple of feet. Turn the back foot out slightly. Hands to hips. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, come forward halfway, just to a flat back. Stay for a moment there, inhale. And exhale, keep reaching your chest forward as you come down. So take your hands to wherever they'll go without bending your knees. The knees have to stay straight. It's okay if you don't touch the floor. Hands can stay on the hips, or you can come to your leg. Just notice where your hands are. Notice how deep you are in this stretch. And just hold. Hands to hips, inhale, come halfway, holding, exhale. And inhale, use your legs, press into your feet, coming up. And exhale. Together, left foot back. Hands to hips, inhale. Exhale, forward just halfway. Stay there, inhale. And as you exhale, you can stay as you are, or you can keep coming forward, reaching the chest forward, make sure the knees stay straight. Press the left big toe down and notice how far you are in the stretch. It's not about touching the floor. We don't want to bend the knees just to try to touch the floor, because then you're not getting the hamstring stretch. And hands to hips, inhale, coming halfway, holding there, exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up. Arms can go up if you like. And exhale. Together, pause for a moment. You always need to remember the intention of what you're doing. So pyramid is a hamstring stretch. If the knees are bent, you're not getting a hamstring stretch. So it's not about how far you're coming forward in the pose. So left foot back. You can do the same thing with hands to hips, or this time, if you like, you can hold your elbows. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, come forward just halfway. Hold there, inhale, and exhale. If it feels okay, keep coming forward. Inhale, coming halfway up, holding exhale, and all the way up on an inhale. The arms can go up if you like, you don't have to. And exhale, step forward. Right foot back. Some hands can be on your hips. If you're holding your elbows, switch them, so the other arm is in front. Inhale, exhale, coming forward, lead with the chest. Hold there, inhale. Exhale, keep coming forward if you like. Keep the knees straight. Inhale, coming halfway, holding for an exhale. And then all the way up on an inhale, option to take the arms up. And exhale, step forward, pause. Left it back. Hands can be on your hips, or this time, if you like, you can interlace your hands. Take an inhale. And exhale again halfway. Stay there, inhale. And exhale, keep coming forward if you like. Inhale, come halfway, hold, exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up. And exhale. Right foot back. Same options, hands to hips, or you can interlace with the other finger on top. You can inhale. Exhale forward halfway. Stay there, take a big breath in. And exhale, keep coming forward, or you can stay at the halfway point. If the up and down movement makes you feel a bit lightheaded, just stay at the halfway point. And slowly coming up halfway on an inhale, holding there, exhale. And inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale. Together, take a couple of breaths. And we'll do pyramid one more time. You can see if maybe you've gone a little deeper into the pose now. So left foot back. Hands to hips, or if you have no back issues, you can take the arms up. It is stronger to come forward with the arms up, so only do that if that feels okay for you. Otherwise, hands can just stay on your hips here. So hands on the hips or the arms up, inhale. Then exhale forward halfway. So this can be quite strong for the back. Hold, inhale. And exhale, keep coming forward. And just notice if you feel like you're a little deeper into the pose. If you're quite comfortable here and the hands are down, you might want to turn your hands backward and walk them back a little bit. Hands to hips, inhale halfway, hold, exhale, all the way up on an inhale. And exhale. Take a breath. Last one, so left foot goes back, or right foot goes back, sorry, left foot is front. Hands to hips, or you can take the arms up if that feels okay. Inhale. Exhale, coming forward halfway. Hold, inhale. And exhale, as you come forward, keep reaching your chest forward. Hands to wherever they'll go. You can spin them backward if you like. Inhale, hands to hips, halfway up. Stay there, exhale. All the way up on your inhale. And exhale. Pause here, take a few breaths. You can join me for a squat, or you can just come to seated on your mat. So if you're squatting, turn your toes out, keep your feet wide, hands to the heart, take an inhale. As you exhale, come all the way down if you can. Elbows can come to the insides of the legs, lift the heart. And then coming into a seated fold. Sitting back, extend your legs, inhale. And then exhale, just soften and come forward. So you don't want to go too deep. You've done a lot of hamstring work. So you can just relax, let the neck relax. You don't need to come too deep into this one. You want to overwork the hamstrings here. And you can come up, bend your knees. And just pull yourself forward and have hands on the legs, or you can hold a wrist. Come onto your back. Bend your knees. Arms are by your sides, hands flat on the floor. And as you inhale, roll towards your tailbone, arch your back. Then exhale, press your lower back into the floor. I'm just tilting the pelvis forward and back. Inhale toward the tailbone. And exhale, pressing the lower back down. And again, inhale. And exhale, this time we'll take it into bridge pose on the second inhale. So inhale, roll toward the tailbone. Exhale, press your lower back down. And now inhale, peel yourself off the mat up into bridge. And just hold. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, slowly back down, one vertebra at a time. Relax. We'll do that one more time. So inhale, rolling toward the tailbone first, pelvic tilt. Exhale, press the lower back down. And now inhale, peel yourself off the mat up into bridge. And then coming back down very slowly, one vertebra at a time. No rush. Relax. And take your feet out to the edges of your mat. Drop your knees in. And bring your feet back in so they're hip distance apart. Put your legs straight out to the ceiling. Flex your feet and open your legs as wide as you can. And bring your hands together, or you can just stay as you are. You don't have to lift up. Take an inhale. As you exhale, if you like, you can reach your hands through your legs. So if that doesn't feel like something you want to do, just keep your head on the mat. And if you need to support your legs, hands can come to the outsides of your legs. If you'd rather bend your knees, go ahead and bend your knees. That's totally fine here as well. And releasing back, take your hands to the outsides of your legs and just very slowly bring your legs in, knees in toward the chest. Take the legs up, open out, or again, you can keep the knees bent and open the legs if you prefer to. This time the hands can come to the insides of your legs. You're not pressing your legs down, you're just resting your hands there. Take an inhale. As you exhale, if it feels okay, you can slide your hands towards your ankles and lift your head off the floor. If you need support for your head, your hands can come behind your head. Oh, yeah, sometimes that happens. Releasing back, take your hands to the outsides of your legs, bring your legs in. And take your feet down to the mat, take your feet out wide. Let's drop both knees over to the left. Press the right knee toward the floor so we get a little stretch in the quads to balance out all the hamstring work we did today. If you like, the left foot can come to the right leg. Up and switch. Both knees can go to the right. Left knee presses toward the floor. Right foot can give it some help. Bring your legs up. Feet to the mat, take your knees into your chest. Hands on the knees, knees together. Circle a few times clockwise, massaging the lower back and the back of the hips. Counterclockwise. This can actually be good for tight piriformis too, just a simple circling motion with the knees. And take an inhale. As you exhale, if you like, you can curl up, bring your nose towards your knees. And releasing your head back to the mat, take your feet to the mat. Lift your hips just a little bit, and then just realign your spine. So just lay your pelvis back down. Make sure your back feels comfortable. You can straighten your legs. If that's okay, you don't have to. You can keep the knees bent if you like. Just give your shoulders a little wiggle. So your shoulders are comfortable. Turn your head gently side to side. Take your hands behind your head. Lift your head a little bit. Just adjust your neck. You might want to just turn side to side gently, and then place your head back on the mat. Make sure your neck is comfortable. Shake your legs out, and them out. And turn your palms up if that's okay for you. Take your arms a little bit away from your body if that's comfortable, just so you're giving your shoulders some space. If you're not comfortable there, choose another position. People like to lay on their sides. I've even had people lay on their belly for Shavasana. But generally we want corpse pose, which is the anatomical position with the feet at least hip distance apart, the arms a bit away from the body with the palms turned up. And that allows the tissues of the body to cool in an anatomical position. But if it's not comfortable, then there's really no point in being in that position. So make sure you're comfortable. Bring a gentle awareness to the breath. By that, I mean, you don't need for it to be a certain way. Just notice that you're breathing. As you breathe in, think to yourself, let. As you breathe out, think go. So the words let go. Inhale, thinking let. Exhale, thinking go. So just every breath is an invitation to let go a little bit more. Let go of tension in the physical body. Let go of any worries or concerns about the future that don't help you right now. You can't predict the future. Let go of any anger or animosity or negative feelings about the past. You can't change it. Just letting go of anything that doesn't serve you right here, right now. Deep breath in. Bring it all the way deep into your lungs. Hold it for a moment. Exhaling, long, slow breath out. And do that one more time. A nice, slow, deep breath in, nice and deep. Pausing to hold it for a moment. And when you're ready, a long, slow exhale. And just allowing some movement back into your body. Any way that you like, wiggling, stretching, whatever you need to do, twisting, shaking. And when you're ready, you can roll to your sides. Help yourself up to a seated position, keeping your eyes closed if you can. Stand up tall, hands together at your heart. Let's conclude our practice today with a single chant of Om. Inhale. Exhale to Om. Om. The universal mantra, universal vibration. Thank you all for being here today. Namaste. All right, thank you, everybody. Have a good weekend.